Please note, the video you are about to watch references different websites, personal profiles, and other information which may have changed. For all current information, please visit snowbiznow.com. This is the Snowbiz Now Entertainment Network. Hi, this is Nicholas Snow. For about a week in 2010, beginning on August 25th, I created many episodes of a series that I called AEL Daily. This was the week that I began HIV medication. The series was originally published on a different YouTube channel in 7 installments, and they have since been merged into one video, now available here at youtube.com/snowbiznow. Here are the 7 episodes back to back. Hello and welcome to Action Equals Life, the series, the companion program to the website actionequalslife.com. I am your host and founder of that website, Nicholas Snow. The website is also known by the website address thepowertobestrong.com, and it is the official home of the music video and single. I'm going to explain this in just a moment. That alarm is something I'll be hearing every day. Not necessarily that particular audio version of the alarm, but that alarm is something I will be seeing every day just before 11 p.m. I'm a little scattered right now because I'm about to take antiviral medications for the very first time. The good news is that I know that I'm HIV positive, so I know that I need to take this medication, which can keep me alive for many decades. Many people in the world do not know this information about themselves. They do not know they are HIV positive, and they find out when they get sick. And in that case, a lot of the damage has been done that could have been prevented had they taken the medication. Another piece of good news is that I have access to the medication that I need, at least for now. This is the medication I'm going to be taking. This is Stockrun, and this is Truvada. Truvada has 2 medications in it. Stockrun has 1, and these medications actually have different names depending upon the parts of the world where they're distributed. And if you want to learn specifically about these medications and actually almost anything to do with HIV/AIDS, and you have access to the internet, which you probably do if you're seeing this video, I'd like to refer you to thebody.com. That's www.thebody.com. It's a bit interesting that today an article by Patricia Nell Warren, the historic author of the book called The Frontrunner, in her column wrote about the power to be strong for ANU magazine. It's America's AIDS magazine. And just today, that column was published on the ANU website, and it is in print in the United States right now, and they print about 180,000 copies. So my thanks to Patricia Nell Warren and ANU magazine for helping to spread the message of the Power to Be Strong HIV testing safer sex awareness campaign. I'm about a minute away from taking the medication. I'm in Bangkok, Thailand, in my little one-room apartment. And the reason that I have access to this medication is because I have for the time being qualified for a program that is at the Thai Red Cross, supported by Her Royal Highness Princess Somsawati. We're having a huge tropical storm. It's 11 p.m. I'm about to take the medicine for the first time, and I should take it with water. I'm thinking about keeping this web blog on an almost daily basis for the next month or so. Okay. So now, on Facebook, I have pre-prepared a post because I wanted to make the post in this video, and it says, as a person living with HIV, I have just moments ago taken my first daily dose of ARV, antiretroviral medication, which I will take for the rest of my life. In a related twist of fate, the attached article by Patricia Nell Warren was published this month in ANU Magazine, America's AIDS magazine, printing of 180,000, and on their website today, where you may download for free the song The Power to Be Strong from actionequalslife.com. Please share this link liberally so people may take advantage of the free download. And then I've tagged the Red Ribbon Army, UNAIDS, MTV's Staying Alive campaign, and the AIDS Healthcare Foundation. And here we go. I'm using a slow dial-up connection, but it's posted. And if you don't know how tagging works on Facebook, if I click, for example, the tag for the Red Ribbon Army, that's going to take me to their page. There is my post, right at the top of the Red Ribbon Army. And as of today, which I actually should tell you the date, it is August 25th, 2010, Bangkok time. The Red Ribbon Army's website has 520,046 members, and they all have friends as well. So this particular link could have just been shared with tens of thousands of people at a minimum. So the song, by the way, is available for free for a period of time at the ANU magazine website. That's www.aumagazine.org. So you can download it for free. If you want to support my community service work, you can buy it at iTunes, or you can go to thepowertobestrong.com and click on the PayPal link and make a contribution. I am not a nonprofit organization. I am an individual working to make a difference using every resource I have to do so. And my results, I hope, speak for themselves. So the song was produced by Bruno Brugnano here in Thailand, and the music video was directed by O Natapan, and It's a Thai-based team, a Thailand-based team, and it is going to have a huge impact. We already are having a huge impact around the world. At any rate, I am a bit scattered, and this isn't my usual typical broadcast style of video production, but it is an important part of my own process, and I want to inspire you to get tested and live longer and be strong. And remember to practice safe sex, prepare yourself. And if you have questions, comments, or you want to participate in this conversation, I invite you to create a profile at action-life.com. And if you want more information about me personally, check out nicholassnow.com. And thank you for watching this historic piece of video. Be safe. And welcome to AEL Daily. I'm your host, Nicholas Snow, and why do we have this show? Because action equals life. This is episode number 2 for Thursday, August 26th, 2010. Hello, I am your host, Nicholas Snow, and this is episode number 2 of my series. It is the companion video program to the website action-equals-life.com. I must tell you that when I taped last night, when I took ARV medication for the first time, it was my intent to simply document that important moment in my own life. I was considering that I would perhaps do it for a short period of time, maybe 30 days, but then it occurred to me that there would be a lot of value in doing this in an ongoing basis and expanding the focus of the program, expanding the focus of the program and taking questions and comments and making this a dialogue with my international audience. You may be wondering why I'm not starting over because I have a frog in my throat and I need to drink some water. The reason is this TV show broadcast on the internet is basically a live show because it's timed with my taking of medicine, which happens at 11 p.m. Bangkok time. And so I need to make sure that the camera is running when that happens, and at any moment an alarm will go off and I will take my medication. I already do have a comment excuse me. I have a comment from the premiere video on YouTube. He's For Love of Film, and he says, billions of people are and have been taking medicine for HIV for over a quarter of a century already. Most of us who do the cocktail don't make a big deal of it, nor do we allow ourselves to be slaves to a clock or timer. When we eat our evening meal, we take a pill, or 8. I don't know why you are making such a big drama out of taking pills. Ain't no big thing, as Grace Jones once said long ago. Well, I want to thank you for your question, For Love of Film, and as I told you on my YouTube channel, I'm answering your question right now. I think that when someone is going to start taking a medication for the rest of their life, it is a dramatic moment. Add to the fact that I personally am a drama queen, and I'm an actor, so I'm going to be theatrical in what I do. But that's not the most important reason. I'm not doing this for me. I am doing this to reach people, because in the part of the world where I'm living, in Asia, most people don't have HIV tests. And the majority of people learn that they are HIV positive when they get sick. So I want people to go out and have an HIV test, and then I want them to know if they need to take medicine. And I know for a fact there are people out there on ARVs right now because of my campaign. So right now it's time for me to take my ARVs for the second time. Stockryn and Truvada. If you want to know all about HIV/AIDS and these medications, as I said in my premiere episode, go to thebody.com. This is going to be a show that's about technology as much as it is about anything else, because I'm already reaching people all over the world with my premiere episode. It is on the front page of actionequalslife.com right now. Underneath it, there are 3 links. One of them is view and comment on this video. That link will be updated daily, and it will take you to the most recent episode. Well, almost daily. The Watch All Videos link will take you to the video section of this website. That will include videos that you upload as well. So if you upload videos, my videos help bring people to your videos. This questions, comments, and discussion board is where you discuss the entire series, and you can actually, I'm going to close this window. This is the specific page created for the premiere episode. Every single video will have a comment box. So if you want to comment on a specific episode, use the comment box at the bottom of the video. If you want to comment on the entire series, there's a forum that's linked from the front page that will allow you to comment on the entire series, and the premiere video is there. So you can comment on the entire series. I have mentioned, also the most recent video is going to appear in the right-hand column of the page, and below that is the PayPal link that I've mentioned that you can use if you want to help support what I'm doing. I'm working for you, and if you want to help issue a paycheck to me, I accept. But I intend to continue to use my ongoing personal earnings to build this campaign, but I want you to help. If you do click on this link, let me just click on it and see what happens. If you do click on this link and you make a donation, unless you contact me and tell me not to, I'm going to acknowledge you in the next episode of this program, and I'm also going to put you on a special page on the website. So, try me out, give me some money, and you'll see what happens. I consider myself a televangelist in a way, but I'm not asking you to see the Lord, I'm asking you to see the light and get an HIV test. I'm going to give that PayPal site a chance to load. This is the front page again. Oh, on the front page, I have a link for frequently asked questions and links to media coverage. That takes you to another page that has the press conference video that I did on October 8th, 2008, when I decided to go public with my campaign. So if you want to watch that, it has a lot of the background information you're going to be interested in. And one of the very first stories that was written about me was on Friday.com, and I want to thank Dr. Stuart Coe, the founder of Friday.com, and the editor Sylvia Tan, because they have really helped me carry my message to tens of thousands of people throughout the world, specifically in Asia where the message is very much needed. In tomorrow's program, I'm going to show you my profiles on Friday.com and at gayromeo.com. If you're already on those sites, my screen name at both of those sites is Positive Love with no spaces. But in tomorrow's episode, I'm going to be showing you that information. And letting you know how I have been outreaching in that particular environment. I want to show you again, in the right-hand side of every page of my website is the opportunity for you to make a donation. When you click on it, it takes you to this page. My PayPal account is linked only to Orbit at notesfromtheworld.com. A PayPal donation will show up on your statement under Nicholas Snow Productions. So only make donations if you think they're going to me to this particular page that's associated with Orbit at notesfromtheworld.com, because I don't want anyone to start scamming you thinking that you're supporting me. I will accept donations in a transparent fashion. So let's go back over to Facebook. I was able to actually post a lot of information about this online. I spent the whole day doing it, and I finished up at the gym where I was using Wi-Fi, and I got back here, and the Red Ribbon Army had passed along information about the launch of the show. I since reposted it, and I tagged Patricia Nell Warren, the Red Ribbon Army, and the official site for the song, The Power to Be Strong. So that's my show for tonight. I know it's a little convoluted, but I'll get better as this goes along. This is the contact information, and thanks for watching. The message of my song. Within you is the power to be strong. No matter who you are, no matter what you feel, this is your moment now, and your life is real. So get tested and live longer and be strong. Get tested and live longer and be strong. Hello and welcome to AEL Daily, starring Nicholas Snow. Why? Because action equals life. This is episode number 3 for Friday, August 27th, 2010, and I am your host, Nicholas Snow. You were watching the Hindi subtitled version of The Power to Be Strong. It's just one of the versions of the song that is available in many places on the internet, and it had its world premiere in Mumbai on April 25th with Hindi subtitles. I'm very happy to be here once again with you, and this is episode number 4. I prepared a bunch of material to go through with you rather quickly, a lot actually. So let's start with this important information. This program is not all about me. In fact, it's all about you. And Action Equals Life is not all about me. In fact, it's all about you. ActionEqualsLife.com was created when I was going to have a press conference, and I couldn't find anyone to participate in the press conference with me. I wanted to shine a spotlight on individuals and organizations that were working already in HIV/AIDS, and just use my own self-disclosure as a way of calling attention to them. In the absence of having that opportunity, I went ahead and I created ActionEqualsLife.com, and our slogan is expressing the truth of our lives and transforming the planet. Our mission, ActionEqualsLife.com, is empowering people from all walks of life and sexual orientations to create HIV/AIDS awareness, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgendered, and queer civil rights, and human rights for all. So, another indication that this show is not all about me, I'm going to have guests, and I'll have guests most of the time, beginning with the very next episode, when my guest is well-known author Patricia Nell Warren. You know her most famously from the book The Front Runner, and we'll be talking all about her career with her. Well, we can't talk all about her career in 10 minutes, but we'll be showcasing her into tomorrow's show. On the front page of Action Equals Life, oh, it's time for me to take my medicine. Okay, so I'm going to take my medicine right now. The medication that I'm taking is Stockarin and Truvada. Alright, so I'll take the medication and we're going to talk about the medication, and I can tell right away that I'm not going to get everything in this program that I thought I would this episode. I want to skip a bunch of things and go directly to this particular piece of information. One person on Facebook contacted me today as a result of this program, and she says, "Hope the meds are okay. One piece of advice, embrace the 3D dreaming, and metoclopramide," I probably just pronounced that badly, "works for nausea. So many people will offer advice, I'm sure. Welcome to the rest of your life." I then asked for permission to quote her in this show, and she said yes. No names, of course, and added, "If you need any advice, and I mean anything at all, then please inbox me," as opposed to on a public wall on Facebook. "Please inbox me. It would be a pleasure to help you. If my experiences can help others, it's so worth it. Watch out for horror movies and stuff before you sleep, and the dreams will come. I love them, to be honest, LOL, but my other half didn't. Did you get warned about the loss of coordination? That's really weird. It's like you have been on the vodka, LOL. I've mentioned in both episodes of my show so far the body.com. Okay? Now, on the body.com, there's a particular page about medication, and I went ahead and I went to the page on Stockarin. Now, Stockarin it's sold in Thailand under the name Stockarin, but it also has these other names, as you can see. I went ahead and I clicked on the most common adverse reactions. There's a PDF available on that page. The most common adverse reactions are rash, dizziness, nausea, headache, fatigue, insomnia, and vomiting. I then went ahead and I looked up Truvada, and I went to the page that talks about those side effects, and the most common reactions are diarrhea, nausea, fatigue, headache, dizziness, depression, insomnia, abnormal dreams, and rash. I just took my medication for the third time, and I'm imagining, just from my own non-medical guess, I'm not a medical expert in any way, shape, or form, that some of these side effects are most likely not going to show up until I've experienced a bit of accumulation of the medicine in my body. I'm just guessing. If you have any insights on this, please feel free to share them with me. Go to this video at actionequalslife.com and use the comments underneath. Now, when people join actionequalslife.com, I ask them, how can this community most be of service to you? And one person wrote in to me in their new page, "I've met people on Facebook who have become dear friends who have HIV/AIDS and actively seek to educate and raise awareness about this disease. I have endeavored to learn as much as possible about the disease to have a little understanding of what their lives may be like. To be able to follow your journey as you start your meds can only increase my awareness." I want to thank that new member of actionequalslife.com. On the first episode of the series, it has had 314 views total. I just showed you the Facebook count, but I wanted you to know that even when you watch the videos at actionequalslife.com, you're still seeing that count. Excuse me. From the front page of the website, there is actually, at the top of the website, there's a tab, that says All Videos. When you click on that, it takes you to a page where every video on the site is available. And this is where you'll find the accumulating episodes of AEL Daily. And of course, the right-hand page of every column has the episode there. There's the world premiere on a particular page. There's episode 2 on a particular page. I've also put the programs on Facebook at my particular Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Nicholas Snow, in the video section if you prefer to watch and share videos on Facebook. I've also, for example, posted the episodes on the fan page for thebody.com. This is an example, by the way, of at facebook.com, the power to be strong, of how the music video is available in Thai with Thai language text to share it. It's also available in Hindi with Hindi language text to share it. And if you want to see a making of photo montage, it's there. I mentioned that on Friday.com in yesterday's episode, I do outreach and thank them for their coverage of me. That's a story they did when I first told my story. And that's a story that they did when I launched the world premiere of the music video, Friday.com. So you're going to want to check them out. And I'm actually running out of time, so I'm going to leave you with a little bit more of the music video, and I want to thank you. So share this, let this program go viral, and change the world. I'm your host, Nicholas Snow. See you next time with Patricia Nell Warren. Bye-bye. And there's no music. I got to end now because I'm out of time. Bye.
Fear, take a step and begin. Out of the dark, let your light shine the way. Knowledge is power, turn the night into day. You're not alone, dance with me.
Hello and welcome to AEL Daily with your host Nicholas Snow. Why? Because action equals life. This is episode number 4 for Saturday, August 28th, 2010, and my special guest is author, humanitarian, and political columnist Patricia Nell Warren, and I couldn't be more pleased to have her on the show. Hi Patricia, how are you?
I'm fine, Nicholas. How are you?
I'm great. Listen, I'm so honored that you're my first guest on AEL Daily. I think it's going to be a hit, and you've been so supportive of me that it is only fitting that you're the first guest.
Well, I'm very pleased to be on the show, and I wish you and the show all the best.
Thank you so much. I'm just going to run through some housekeeping for my viewers so I can really focus on you for the remainder of our time, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I want our viewers to know that this particular show goes live on August 29th, Sunday. Now, on the 29th and the 30th, I'm only going to briefly tape the taking of my meds, which, by the way, I need to take them right now. As you know, I take Stockron and Truvada. So here we go. And then I'm going to come back with the next episode of my show. I'm going to tape it on... all right. My guest on my next show after Patricia is going to be Jason Stewart. He is one of the leading openly gay actors and comics in Hollywood, and I'm honored that he'll be on the show coming soon. I want to let all of our viewers know that on actionequalslife.com we've added the Facebook like button and also the tweet button, so go check that out. For people who want to find out the other episodes of the show, there's an All Videos tab at the top of each page, and that's how you can find all of the other episodes of the show that are accumulating right there on that page at Action Equals Life. I would like to let you know about some show feedback we had from Russia, actually. One of our Facebook respondents says, I hope this message finds you as well as you can be. I found you on the Red Ribbon Army. I just want you to know that I admire the work you are doing, and I wish you continued success in this. You appear to be very optimistic and resilient. Keep this up. Okay, great. Now we're going to move right on, and we're going to spend the rest of the time talking to Patricia. Patricia, my viewers are looking right now at the Wildcat International web page. And we're looking at the page that has all of the titles of your books. You've written quite a few here.
Yes, I have. I've been writing, publishing books since 1971, and I have more books on the way. I'm not going to stop until I fall over on my keyboard.
I understand you have a new book coming out. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that one?
Yes, it's going to be titled My West. It's an anthology of short pieces that I've written over many, many years about being a native of the American West. I was born and raised in Montana on a cattle ranch, and certainly the myths and realities of being a Westerner have affected me, as they do a lot of us. And most people know me for novels that I have written, but I've written a lot of short stuff over the years. So this is my collection of everything about the West, from animals to cooking to history to personalities to political controversies, and in short, the best things that I've written on the subject, and it's going to be out next spring.
That's very exciting. I know that the most famous title you have is the Front Runner, and I actually auditioned for the Front Runner when it was in development. I remember the audition was in a building on Highland. I know there have been a lot of efforts over the years to make the Front Runner into a movie. What's happening with that, if anything?
Well, the book was published in 1974, and the first person to be interested in it was Paul Newman, and he took an option in 1975 for a year, and he had a script written. And unfortunately, at that time, the subject of gay people in sports was way too ticklish politically for anybody to think about actually financing a film on this subject. So he decided not to go ahead with the project. But over the years, there have been other people that have been involved. I could actually write a whole nother book with different chapters on different people and different periods of people who've taken a flyer at the Front Runner film. And the subject is certainly still controversial for some people. It's also, unfortunately, you're looking at a big budget because the story has a background at the Olympic Games, and so it's not a low-budget film. So there have been a lot of difficulties over the years, but I'm still hopeful that the film will get made, and I keep working at it. So.
Well, we wish you the best of success on that.
I will hope to see you on the red carpet, Nicholas.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Maybe you'll see me in the closing credits. You just never know. I've just gone to the ANU magazine website. You've been writing the column Left Field for quite a while, and I'm very honored that in the August edition you have featured your column on the power to be strong. And I'm letting everyone know that in conjunction with you and me and the magazine, that we're giving away a free download of The Power to Be Strong. And the way that people in the viewing audience can find that is to go to the www.aumag.org, click on the Power to Be Strong icon on the front page, and then at your column at the bottom of it is the actual link where people can download The Power to Be Strong for free. I wanted to know, how long have you been writing the column, and what is your basic intent behind it?
I've been writing the column for, I think, 12 or 13 years now. I was actually released or don't release, and treatments and so forth. And of course, this is a very important part of people's worlds in every country, whether you live in Thailand or the United States. Public health is a really important thing, and I think that people need to know what is going on behind the scenes. So I report on this column, and I get to choose my subjects and to tell people what I think is going on and look behind the scenes.
That's pretty spectacular. You know, the time rushes by so quickly, and we're basically in our last 30 seconds or so. I'm wondering, in addition to at the Wildcat Press website, are any of your books available electronically yet? For example, on Kindle?
Unfortunately not yet, but we are working on that. And meanwhile, anywhere in the world, anybody that has a credit card can go to the website at www.wildcatpress or wildcatinternational.com, and they can order the books, and they will get an autographed copy that way. And we ship everywhere in the world, and so that is the best place to go for books for the moment. And certainly, when we get the e-books available, we'll have it up on the website where they can be gotten.
Well, thanks for being on the show, Patricia, and I'm going to check in with you again.
Nicholas, I wish you all the best, and I so admire the example that you're setting.
Together, we can reach millions of people, but I need your help to do it. This symbol is in the right-hand column of every page at actionequalslife.com. All contributions will be acknowledged in a future program and on a special page at the website. Thank you. Hello and welcome to AEL Daily. It is the morning of Monday, August 30th, and I am your host, Nicholas Snow. The reason for this show? Because action equals life. You're looking at my profile on the website gayromeo.com. It is around 6 a.m., and my friend who spent the night with me last night got up early to go to work, and I'm wide awake. And I think maybe it's the result of the medication, because this will be, alright, I've had 5 doses of the medication, and last night and the night before I only slept between 4 and 5 hours. It's not so much that I woke up because of the medication, it's that once I'm awake, it's hard to go back to sleep. So that's what's happened. And I was laying in bed realizing what today holds in store, and it felt like an appropriate time to tell you a little bit more about Gay Romeo. I found out that I was HIV positive on January 3rd of 2008, and within a few days I began to do anonymous outreach on websites where gay men meet each other. Not just gay men, but MSM. MSM stands for men who have sex with men. And the reason that they use that term is because there's lots of men who have sex with men that don't think of themselves as gay. They may have wives, they may have girlfriends, they may have both for that matter. At any rate, after October of 2008, when I had my press conference, I began to use my real name in the profile. And in my current Gay Romeo profile, the little headline that feeds out on the front of the page has Thai language, and in the Thai language it says, do you think you might be HIV positive? Have you had an HIV test? I might be actually reversing the order of that, because I do not actually read and write Thai. It also, as you can see, says, I am HIV positive. Check out the links to my new online reality TV show and my HIV testing safer sex music video in my profile. It identifies my name, the area where I live. My file name is Positive Love. Gives you the basic stats. I want you to see that under safer sex, I actually say that it needs discussion. Now, on the websites where gay men meet each other, there's generally a category that refers to safer sex. One of them, and clearly if someone says needs discussion, it probably indicates that they are open to bareback. When I say needs discussion, my point is that safe sex isn't going to happen without discussion. Also, another reason that I have needs discussion is because I'm more likely to have people that need to see my campaign stumble across my profile. For example, someone who might want to be having bareback sex is probably going to do a search online for someone who has put needs discussion in the safer sex field. One primary graphic that I have used, I actually created it in conjunction with my attendance of Bangkok International Fashion Week. I wasn't officially involved with the Fashion Week, I was simply covering it as a journalist. But I came up with this logo, which I'm sure you can read clearly. And I actually was wearing a t-shirt with this logo on it all over Bangkok. And I think I have 10 of them. They're also for sale, by the way, at actionequalslife.com. Also in the profile, I have the album cover for The Power to Be Strong, as well as the URL for the Facebook fan page, facebook.com/thepowertobestrong. And the reason that I have that there is because I'm hoping that people will go and they'll listen to the music video and share it, because it's all about sharing the power to be strong. More importantly, I have a lot of information about my song as well as the lyrics. You'll see that particular address, gettestedthailand.com. That redirects to the Thai Red Cross and all of their Thai language information. And it's also the website address that's being used in the beginning of the Thai subtitled version of my music video. So this is a very important way. And then there's the whole song, the lyrics in English and in Thai. This is a really very important way for my message to get out to Thais, because a lot of people will go to gayromeo.com looking for a hot date, and they're going to stumble across my safe sex messages. Now today I'm meeting someone, and I'm going with him to the Thai Red Cross for an HIV test, his clearly, and I got a message from him earlier in the week, and he says that he sees me at Coffee Society and he knows me from the magazine. Well, that was true. People saw me at Coffee Society and knew me from the magazine at the time I decided to go public with my status, which is one of the reasons I went public with my status in October of 2008, because I knew that, well, it wasn't just that I knew, I was already in the media reaching a significant amount of people in the gay community in Thailand who did not know that 1 out of 3 MSM in Bangkok, according to respected research, are HIV positive, or 3 out of 10. One of the things I haven't addressed in my reality series yet is, why did I not use a condom in August of 2007? And there were 4 reasons. Number 1, I was a bit depressed and not taking as good care of myself as I should. Number 2, I was with partners that said and believed, there were 2 people I had unsafe sex with, that said and believed that they were HIV negative. Third, I had a false sense of security about remaining HIV negative so far into the epidemic. And 4, I didn't know that statistic about 1 out of 3 people in Bangkok being HIV positive. So, none of those are good reasons. They're human reasons, though, and it's my mistake. And I don't really... I made the mistake, and I wanted to die for quite a bit afterwards, and ultimately I just decided to become much bigger than the disease. There's a program I'm involved in, and one of the slogans in it is, "Don't leave before the miracle." Well, that's true about life, too. Don't leave before the miracle, because at one point I actually looked up ways of killing myself online. It wasn't simply because of the HIV. It was just added into other things that were depressing to me. So, don't leave life before the miracle. I'm glad I didn't, because it's gotten so extraordinary. And the body of work that I've been able to create since then is hopefully going to help people. Well, I know it will help people forever. The song didn't exist, for example. Now you're looking at the homepage of Friday.com. My picture is there because I'm the member who's logged in. I'm not on their front page right now, although I've been on their front page twice. If you go over to my actual profile, which is open, actually, there it is. I want you to see my headline. My headline has Thai language, which also references HIV. And now I talk about my TV show being in my profile. Well, clearly those are attention-grabbing headlines in two different languages. When people open my profile, sure enough, there's the embedded video of my reality show, episode 1. I have my music video with the Thai subtitles, and I have information about the song in English and in Thai. I tell a little bit about my story, and I have the music video with Hindi subtitles. Together, we can reach millions of people, but I need your help to do it. This symbol is in the right-hand column of every page at actionequalslife.com. All contributions will be acknowledged in a future program and on a special page at the website. Thank you. Hey, Nicholas Snow with a little pre-show ARVs. It's Monday, August 30th. It's 11 p.m. Bangkok time. Jason Stewart is coming up. It's 24 hours before I do that interview, but for you, it's just a minute away. Hello and welcome to show number 6. I am your host, Nicholas Snow, and I'm so excited that on the phone from Los Angeles, I have none other than Jason Stewart. He's one of the most prolific, openly gay actors and comics in Hollywood. Welcome to the show, Jason.
Well, Nicholas, I'm so glad. We have such a history together. It's so cool to be on your show. And what's really exciting is this is international. So, I mean, we are like going on all over the world. This is my first big all-over-the-world show, so I'm really excited. I don't know what to do. I'm sitting here in my underwear in my office.
Well, I'm excited as well, and we have known each other a long way. And when did you first come out of the closet?
It feels like 1936, but I know it was 1993. And it was a big, big decision at that time because there weren't a lot of people that were openly gay in Los Angeles, especially in show business. So it was something I was really scared about doing, but it turned out pretty well. And I'll tell you something, you know, I would, for someone who's been totally in the closet, somewhere in the middle and totally out, you know, I got to tell people that being out is the only way to live. It's a better life. And I decided to myself that being in show business was, you know, not as important as being who I was. And that was a big decision for me.
Well, I think it was a good decision. I know that Hollywood is still filled with closeted actors, though, and frankly, I feel sorry for them.
Well, it is hard. It's their own decisions, but it is hard. And once you're in the closet, how can you tell? You know, there's like hat boxes and crap in the way, and you're standing on shoes, and you're behind a leather jacket, and you can't really see anything. And every once in a while, someone opens the door and comes in, and the light goes on, and then it goes off. So people who are in the closet really can't see very clearly to what life is like.
And now there's the most surprising people coming out of the woodwork that we never thought were gay.
Oh, really? Like who?
Well, I know that there was a politician, no, the former head of the Republican Party under George Bush.
Oh, yeah, they want to do everything we do.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
God, this guy, oh my God. I can't even say his name. I don't want to give him any more press.
I understand. Now,
That's right. You know, I think before he decides to come out and go crazy, you know, and get all and work in our community, he needs to do a lot of apologizing, and he needs to do a lot of volunteer work to prove that he's, you know, somebody who we can trust. And I think, you know, before we start mentioning his name and you know, giving him all this credit, I think it's time that he, you know, I don't know, give a little more to the give back to the community and not just financially.
I couldn't agree more. Tell me about name dropping with Jason Stewart. It's on AfterElton.com, and I want our viewers to know that they should just go to AfterElton.com / Oop, that's my alarm.
Oh, you got to take your medication.
Yes, I need to take my medication.
Like you're strangling a little baby seal, that sound. It's terrible. You have to get a more fun and gay bell to go off.
Oh, well, okay, I'll work on that. So
maybe Streisand singing, you know, I finally found someone or something.
Yeah, that would work, but then I have to pay royalties.
Not if it's under a certain amount of time. On the internet, you don't have to do that. And I know that because I'm on the internet. My show is called Name Dropping with Jason Stewart. If you guys can't figure out how to get to it really easy, all you have to do is go to jasonstewart.com, STUART, and click onto the name dropping button. Or it's on the Logo Online website in the After Elton section. And those of you who've gone to Logo Online, you know that there's two sections. One side is After Ellen, one side is After Elton for boys and for girls. And what I decided is I wanted to have a show where we could interview openly gay actors, comedians, singers, and celebrities and icons and people that were allies to the community, and get to know them, get to know all the stories and all the things that really interest me. Like, I love Hollywood stories. I love knowing how someone got a job. I love knowing what it was like to work with Faye Dunaway, what it was like, you know, how did Leslie Jordan get the part on Will and Grace? How did Peter Page, you know, become such a big star? How difficult was it to get on Queer as Folk? You know, what was it like doing all those sex scenes and all being naked all the time on that show? And I wanted to know all these fun stories, and I know all these people from living in Los Angeles so long, but you know, you're sort of embarrassed to ask them these questions, so I figured I'd have a show so I can ask them right on television.
Well, you know, we'll get back to name dropping. I won't leave it, but I have a similar question for you. I wanted to know, when did you embrace baldness?
Oh, 2.5, 3 years ago, I had gotten a part in a movie called The Pit and the Pendulum, which is the Edgar Allan Poe story, but this was a remake, and I got to play the Vincent Price role of Father Duvet, and they had asked me to shave my head, and I thought, okay, I will, what the hell, and everybody seemed to dig it so much, and, you know, my hair was going a little gray, and it was losing it, and I didn't want to become one of those old gay guys that are taking one hair and putting it around my head in a circle, you know, dyeing your hair some weird color. So I decided to just go a la natural.
Well, I think you look great too. I'm one of the ones that digs it. I've interviewed
Daddy and I'm Candy, Nicholas.
Exactly.
I've become such a. I mean, you would believe there's a whole little group of people that love bald guys. So I'm like, I'm feeling hot and sexy, and I'm ready for anything.
Well, that's great. Now, you and Leslie Jordan have both been on Will and Grace. How did you get cast on Will and Grace?
I had known one of the producers, Joni Marchuni, who was a friend of Louis Anderson's, and I had met her through Louis Anderson at the Improv. She used to be a comedian. And when, just like a lot of work that I've gotten, I just called her up on the phone. I said, look, if there's anything for me on the show, I'd love to come in and read. So I came in and read for that part and a couple other parts. And I got the part, and then my part recurred, and I did 2 episodes. Certainly not as popular, you know, as Leslie Jordan playing Beverly Leslie. And it's on now, name dropping, you can see how he got it. And what's really interesting is, I'll give you a little tidbit. Joan Collins was originally supposed to play the part he was supposed to play.
I know that's hysterical. I interviewed him previously as well. Both of you are heroes for what you do in Hollywood. I'm wondering, I know a lot of people, we have about 1 minute left, Jason, and I know a lot of people look up.
Is that it?
8 minutes goes by fast. Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm wondering what you would say to the people out there that are still struggling about coming out of the closet and being themselves and honoring their truth and standing up and living their lives fully.
Well, you don't have to come out of the closet as big as me and Nicholas have come out, or Leslie Jordan, or Peter Page, who's the next guest that's coming on in the next week or so. What you do is you just tell someone that you feel safe with. Start that way. Start telling someone that you feel safe, that you feel like it will embrace who you are, someone who's a close friend, and start telling people slowly. And that's the way it worked for me. You don't have to do it in such a big way, on television or on the internet. And just start telling friends and family and coworkers, and eventually you'll become comfortable with who you are.
I think that's very well stated. Name Dropping with Jason Stewart is available on AfterElton.com. Jason, thanks so much for being on the show today. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're a sweetie, and please come and say hello to me when you come to Los Angeles next time.
I can hardly wait, and I'll.
It's been way too long since we've seen you. It really has.
I need to get my butt there. I know.
Yeah, you really do.
Well, you have a wonderful day, and I just send my love to all of you in LA.
Much love too, and take care of yourself.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's Jason Stewart. He's a very cool guy. And I'll be back after this with your mail, because people are writing in. Together, we can reach millions of people, but I need your help to do it. This symbol is in the right-hand column of every page at actionequalslife.com. All contributions will be acknowledged in a future program and on a special page at the website. Thank you. Someone writes in about AEL Daily number 5, the title of which was HIV/AIDS, GayRomeo.com, Friday.com, and the search for sex online, bareback and otherwise. He asked me, what's with all the gay stuff? And he asked me to stop using the word I as often as I do. Well, that particular episode was all about how I am doing outreach on websites that are populated by the gay community. So, hi, it's Nicholas. It is the night of September 1st, which is a Tuesday. It's approaching 11 p.m. It's been a few hours since I uploaded the Jason Stewart episode. I'm frankly beat. I've actually produced and distributed an hour of television. That's 6 10-minute plus episodes. And I'm not exactly sure when my next episode will be, but you're watching it right now. Welcome to AEL Daily for Thursday, September 2nd, 2010. I'm Nicholas Snow. I'm in my office at the gym, and I'm going to go put the show together now. Hi, it's Thursday, September 2nd. It's about 20 minutes to 2 in the afternoon, Bangkok time. I'm on my way to what they call in Bangkok a casting. If I was in LA, they would call it an audition. So we'll see how that goes. I also want to point out my set in the daylight. It's just my little one-room apartment in Bangkok. There may be a break for a few days before I produce the next episode of my show, because these two boxes and this box represent a ton of things I need to go through to sort of download into an action plan. One of the things this show is about is how I am working to expand the Power to Be Strong HIV testing safer sex awareness campaign, and a lot of the dots I need to connect are in these boxes. So that's what's happening today, and we'll both discover what happens next together. I'm going to the local internet cafe. My dial-up access card expired in my room, and I need to print out the map that will help me get to the casting. I just dropped my computer off at my gym, and I'm onto the subway and the SkyTrain and into the casting. I really love riding the subway and the SkyTrain in Bangkok and the motorcycle taxis. It's one of the joys of living here. On my way up to the SkyTrain. I do have already a response to the Jason Stewart episode, and he says it's for Love of Film Again at YouTube. He says, again with gay stuff. What does that have to do with HIV? What does all the starstruck worship have to do with HIV? How does that empower people with HIV? You seem to be stuck in the early 1980s when the majority of infections were homosexuals. You were forceful about people getting tested. If someone who is not emotionally ready to know gets tested due to your command, then kills their family and self, what responsibility will you take in that action? And then I responded, thank you for engaging with me about these topics. I will answer you directly and comprehensively in my next episode. Some of your answers, however, are given in the associated text that exists with each video. In addition, I encourage you to create your own profile at action_life.com so a broader number of people may know your perspective. Have a nice day. Sincerely, Nicholas. Okay, I'm back. You know, from the moment I learned I was HIV positive, I began exploiting every area of my life to call attention to it. At that time, people thought I was exploiting HIV to call attention to my life, and some people may really think that, but the bottom line is, I'm the one who's put my blood, sweat, and tears into this campaign, and I'm the one who supports it and basically finances it, and hopefully people will start helping that. But one of the things this show is about is how one individual, me, is living with HIV. But to expand the answer a bit more, it's the companion series to action_life.com, and at the very top of that website, it's clearly stated what that website is about. I do agree that HIV is a human issue. It's not just a gay issue. And in my column, Notes from the World, available in the blog section at action_life.com, I address all sorts of issues as they relate to the purpose of action_life.com, and I interview many heterosexuals who are living with HIV, and will continue to do so. And I'll interview heterosexuals that are really cool about gay issues. This program is not going to be locked in a box, and I thank you for watching. So now I'm going to go find a motorcycle taxi and get him to speak with the location where my casting is in Thai, so he knows how to get me there. gotten off the wrong exit at the SkyTrain station to easily find the motorcycle taxi. And I'm turning into a sweaty mess before my casting. That's the Emporium across the street. Fabulous place. I'm at the casting and I have filled out the form and submitted my resume, and they've taken my measurements, and pretty soon I'll go read for someone. Now I think.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Snow. I'm 48 years old. I'm 193 centimeters tall and I weigh 98 kilograms. I'm an American living in Bangkok for about 5 years. It's 20 minutes to 4. I'm on my way to my gym. When I decided to tell the world that I am HIV positive, I didn't know what kind of work I would get and what kind of work I wouldn't get. The fact of the matter is, a lot of the invitations I used to receive to go to places in Bangkok stopped. Some of my social relationships changed, but the new relationships I've created are much deeper and more meaningful than ever. And I do periodically get acting work. My syndicated column, Notes from the World, of course is related to the subject matter. So that's expanding in terms of its awareness and placement. Overall, life is good. And the adventure continues, and I'm so honored that you've taken the time to share it with me. You're watching AEL Daily. We're in this together. Together, we can reach millions of people, but I need your help to do it. This symbol is in the right-hand column of every page at actionequalslife.com. All contributions will be acknowledged in a future program and on a special page at the website. Thank you. This is the Snowbiz Now Entertainment Network.